welcome back to Morning Express. We're glad you're watching. Stephens is joining me for a Hot Topics review of the Standard. There's a Standard. I meant Pulse.
Oh, the Pulse in Nairobian.
And the Nairobian. And thank you for all you. I tweeted just a few moments ago for a quick emergency cure for hiccups. And yeah, I've practiced one of those recommendations.
Is it working?
Well, I'm not on hiccups now.
I told you, don't think about it. Just stretch your neck.
No, yours. I tried yours. It didn't work.
And I tried something else that probably is what work now.
What did you try?
You want me to tell everybody what I tried now?
Well, yeah.
that song just cut like that, and I think we were enjoying ourselves with Diamond.
No, I like how you were saying that you don't like the song and that it goes on, and then it just got
They keep on looking at whining about beautiful Onyinye, whatever that means, beautiful girl and all
Beautiful
that.
lady.
But before that, Diamond was playing good songs, and until he says he wants to kulewa this morning, and you just like, hey, do you know Mutuda does exist this size of the world?
I mean, people are allowed on just manage their stuff, their alcohol,
all right,
and not drink and drive as well.
Okay, the guy is expressing himself.
Yeah,
he's just
is he
talking
the
about
one
the
who
things
is a diva when it comes to like concerts and stuff?
He's a diva. We just saw the song that came before then, My Number One, and I was asking if you can do that gololo thing.
Yeah, that's very cute. I like the dancing style. I like songs that like the artist will create a dance move, so every time it comes on, you're like, oh, there's this move that goes with this particular song. You like
moves.
Yeah, I like to
maybe
dance.
Before the end of the show you can do a gololo like that.
Oh yes,
Beautiful
will.
I like that.
This one,
top.
Yeah, a bit busy maybe for the camera, but hey,
it's beautiful.
It's for Friday.
It's Friday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pulse today.
Solo is away. You forgot to tell guys. Solo just happened somewhere.
Where is Solo?
Solo. Where is the real Solo? Can somebody?
Yeah, what happened to
looking for the real Solo?
Looking for Solo.
Yemi is in the house. Yemi is around in town today, so probably she's gone looking for Solo now. So
Johnny then Solo.
Johnny and Solo.
You can look for Sophia after that. The Pulse special feature, Black or White. What readers of Pulse? Oh no.
Pulsers for that matter. Skin lightening and a story. Topic that won't go now. We'll be talking about this the last couple of weeks, but we just do the details about the black and white talk and why girls are going the tint it out.
They're removing tint direction.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about it?
It's far away in the paper, so can we just browse through things and just see what's happening this weekend and all that? And
what's up?
I know there's so much about football. We talked about football and dates that you never honor, and
which is like no, you didn't call me. Which is like the best place to watch football, like huge screens, comfortable in town.
Like I said, it depends on the crowd you're hanging out with. You can decide which crowd you're hanging out with, because football and hanging out around big screens is all about the crowd you are with. And so end of the day, it's about the crowds. You can go and have a big screen like that and just be the two of you, just be a boring place. So you'd say you'd rather have been in the house. But many guys, I can tell you, are doing house parties and just be in the house, like a broke weekend, like probably would be this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
And just pull your friends together, living room, and just big screen and just have drinks and just party. But yes, football is happening. We have the Mingle happening at Impala.
I've heard about that. What people?
The Mingle is a networking forum, entertainment networking forum, where guys every month would meet and party and just network. What do you do for a living? I do TV, I do newspaper, and then exchange contacts and just have fun and all that.
Young middle age, old people?
Young people, basically, young people.
Okay.
And like I said, the little girl from Nigeria, we talked about her last week, is in town. Another show.
Who did you talk about?
That's happening tomorrow. It's in the paper. It's page 6. We are going there.
We are going there, okay.
So yeah, that's cool. And
head to head.
Quite many parties.
And many other parties.
I'm aware of a party that's going down at Chacos on Sunday. Many gospel artists gonna be performing.
Oh yeah, I heard about Macha.
And many other things. And that comes for the 7th, which is next week.
Macha 7th?
Yes.
What is it called?
Masaku 7th.
Masaku.
Masaku 7th.
Okay.
Right there.
And then we have head to head Walanguzis. Of course, you can get your copy of Pulse and get more
to know that. I like the page 5 today, the quote-out page, the page where we say you should never be found.
Yeah.
Where Pius and Tim normally go out enjoying themselves. And this time we get a very rare guest who is called Seth.
Seth Mutunge.
Yes.
She's got ripped pants. Mtu alirarua hii.
What do you mean she's just having a trade on? And she was there enjoying ourselves. I would like to know where this was, but Seth was caught this week.
Yeah, she was. But she's looking good. It's always good to be caught and you're looking good.
What do you mean she's looking good? I don't think she's ever looked bad. She's just
no,
an
I'm just
element
saying,
every
in
moment.
caught out, most people look terrible.
Yes.
Yeah, you're caught off guard. Like you're just in either having this crazy look or doing some crazy stuff. So she looks good. It's a safe caught out, this one for her.
It is. But when you talk about safe caught out and you go down to the fashion cop and look at the 3 characters down there, I don't think they would have an excuse.
Yeah, this one looks like Collins. Makeup artist.
No, I'm liking the one for Maria. And another story from Maria quite ahead. And she's having this gangster look. Beautiful girl gone gangster.
So what about music though? She's singing. Why has she?
Maria and the story which Pius captured so well when they met on Sunday. Maria is singing. We don't see much about that, but she says, well, I am trying to put a new image. She's tattooed all over and now she has a gangster pants, that kind of thing. And so that's Maria for you now. Probably we need to find out what's happening in her life now.
Does she have a new song?
No.
So she's just around, eh?
She's around.
Because every time you talk about her here, it's about a boyfriend or I don't know she did what, and now I'm like, okay.
It's not easy out there, Truman.
I imagine it is not. In this world, it's tough.
Yes.
Tough. This
Very
girl,
hard.
Yemi,
yes, this girl
is
Yemi.
our spotlight today.
Yeah. You accused me, talked about me talking about a pin-up last week. And this is a girl, the Johnny girl, again.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, yes. And together with Tara's group, I think these guys are in town and not doing a lot of singing, but she's visiting, just trying to check out Nairobi. Amazing.
Is it her first time in Nairobi?
It is.
Wow.
When a hot girl is here and she's not doing much singing, and she's saying, hey, you guys, I just came out to check Nairobi, and you can imagine how that feels.
Have you met her?
The open is Paz has an interview with her. I think that's most important.
Conducting the interview. No, you haven't met her.
There's a whole interview, and for the first time, we have this gorgeous singer profile in her life, where she's coming from, where she began, who she is in the real life, and where she's moving towards. And she talks about first, or for that matter, debut album, which is coming out.
Okay. So Johnny is her what?
Soon.
She's been singing for a while. Has she been
singing
around?
for quite some while, and the story gives you profiles of her songs, some of those that we don't know.
She began singing in 2005.
But the most amazing thing, which I got again, is and this goes with probably the Nigerian population, is how many YouTube views such a song like Johnny would get in a couple of weeks, and you're talking about 800,000, 1 million views, and you can imagine. We're talking about Saudi Soul. I've been here 2.5 or 2 months for that matter, and you're still doing 500,000 views and all. And this girl just hit almost a million.
Nigerians are many.
And you can see why they beat us in stuff, because there's a lot of vibe about what we were doing and what they are doing, and then suddenly they become the next big thing. And there we are, struggling, thinking, what about our artist?
What about our artist? Well, how long is she in the country for?
She's hanging out. So when you're hanging out, it's just a visit.
It's a visit.
Probably Nairobi, probably Mombasa. Let's check out Mara.
Kenya is safe. Mic check.
Kenya is safe.
One naughty flow is on page 8.
Yes.
So from making such allegations against her former producer, Joe of Candy and Candy Records, to spilling the beans about her bile with rapping rivals Abbas and Bamboo, newbie rapper Naughty Flow now lays it bare. She opens up to Pulse.
Well, Naughty Flow is this new girl in town, and she's a rapper. And she seems to be, you know, the way you rap feathers with everybody in town. And she was away, and she came back to the country, and she starts rapping, and she gets this good deal with Candy and Candy. The guy behind the stable is called Joe. Mombasa-based guys.
Yes.
And she says, this guy, I went for auditions from advert that had been placed about new artists being picked up for this table. But after some few months, then this thing went bad, and Kevin goes out to find out really what happened, and she goes the same old way of sexual harassment, which for that matter, Joe brings out, I was reading the press today, a section of the press, actually in the Star, where Grace in her column says Joe is going to the court to sue her about all these things she's talking about. So the story is out there for the whole world to know. But yes, a talented singer, when a talented singer is just talking about, try to bitch about everybody, she talks about a bass and bamboo there, it's not such a good light. Okay. It becomes terrible.
They say some people, they'll make it big by their work, and others, they'll just mudsling others and try to catch attention.
That happens a lot in, like we say sometimes ago in the rap world. When hip-hop guys, it's about I can hit it hard by hitting the big bone. So I don't know if that's the strategy she's trying to pull.
All right. Yeah. Porn Groove. Wow. Cover story. So full frontal nudity, explicit and raunchy lyrics kind of videos have found their way into the local scene, provoking a major debate as to whether the boldness, sexy and eye-watering extreme artsy show is healthy for our generation. What do you think?
Why did you go wow about this?
No, yesterday I was watching a show and there was a whole debate about because even hosting some guests last week, Campus Girls, and they were talking about this whole Campus Diva story, and they were accusing the media of, putting out this kind of scandalous stories, and that is what will get more airtime, and what of course happened with Vera. But again, you can flip it and it's sometimes the audience as well.
Wow.
What they want, what they'll receive, what will trend, because we don't make it trend. You put it out there, we put all kinds of stories out, but it is what people will focus on. So also on the video and stuff, look at the attention that, Nishike and this Mfaume is getting as well.
And that's what is being brought out in the story, that again, Austin captures very well. It's a question of what does the public want and what does the artist want to give out sometimes. And like you're saying, Sanaipe, whose video is one of those being criticized right now, and it's in the story, she's been out the whole week saying, look, the media sometimes is playing double standards again. Because, no, let me get there. Because you're saying my video is this X-rated sort of video with a lot of nudity, sort of sexual presentation scenes, which Porn Groove is giving a full focus on.
Why call that article Porn Groove?
We'll go there. And now we look at how the video is doing on YouTube, and everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
The media, KTN and all of us may not be playing it.
We are family TV.
We are family, end of the day. But the question is, when the people want to get it, they will still get it from wherever it is.
Good for them. And good for her. She's going to get money. I guess guys will go out and
from YouTube and all that. And I think sometimes artists are just saying, well, times have changed, trends have changed, we will do what we want to do, end of the day, to make music.
The double standard for me is what this captures. Let us not blame the artists. Many of the television stations, radio as well, play explicit music videos by foreign artists. The local artist is then left in a dilemma as to why their clean music is not being played, and therefore they opt to make explicit videos which are more likable.
Well,
that captures it.
And sometimes I think every music is good for a given audience. Yeah. Sometimes it's about, okay, when do you play this music? Where do you play this music? To who do you play this music? I know of some late night shows where you can play some of that music when the kids are in bed and adults are having coffee or a drink or something. But sometimes it's the media has a right, to decide, this cannot go in the morning, this cannot go in the evening, but this can go at night. And I think every music has its own audience. End of the day, we can rate it, we can X-rate it, we can say, we can ban it. But I think every artist has a right to express themselves as long as you don't go hard against the norms of the society at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think the double standards there. But also it comes from what the culture is here. Guys are slowly catching up with what the Western world, this has been there for a while. So in terms of, seeing the local artists express and do their music in the fashion the Western world has been doing it for a while now, it's slowly dawning that yes, they're also doing it. So I guess it's one of those, it will happen with due time. It will be not a debate, it will be kawaida.
Is it a pain for parents, for that matter, then that they know that kids are being exposed to these things, even when the media houses are not even playing all these things because they
yeah,
can access
we're not
it
the
somewhere.
only we're not the only source to get this stuff. And I guess as you brought up the parenting question, that becomes very tricky in this day and age when you have all manner of access to crazy stuff that's online. So God help us all. Walk of Shame is a movie review. Oh yeah, I watched this movie.
You watched this movie?
Yes.
You must have watched this movie. This movie I watched too.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody should just go out there and watch it. And I like the KZL
Have
that
you
looks
watched
like
Blended?
KTN. No, really.
No,
Is it on big screen?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But I watched it on my small
I'm
screen.
not a big guy on big screen. If my guy in the hood that doesn't bring it,
your movie guy. I think everyone has a movie
that guy.
guy.
If he doesn't show up, probably I will.
What has been your favorite movie this year? I watched Godzilla 2 and I thought it was amazing.
Is it?
Yes,
I talk
really
about my
cool.
most disappointing movie, the Noah movie, which is the controversy about Bible and church and everything. And so
The Noah movie?
people hate it and say, no, we don't like what you're seeing here.
Have you watched the Angela Jolie movie? What's it called? I forgot the name. It's a big hit. It's gotten them quite a lot of money. Forgot the name.
Many times, most of the big stars who have been in music and all that, and also been in big movies, sometimes they get to disappoint when they do big movies. So sometimes but I like black man movies.
Black man movies. End of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. I needed to watch this Cameron Diaz movie. What was it called? Something. I forget. Why am I forgetting everything?
You're forgetting everything today.
Yeah.
Probably because of the hiccups.
Maybe Solis, because Solis not here. The party scene, Superbikers Day.
Yes.
That was a lot. It was happening on Sunday, last Sunday.
It was happening on Sunday, industrial area.
Who won? Was it a competition? Yes, it was.
It is a game. It's just a fun time and all. But this is a club of guys who are together for, again,
DJ Styles.
Good stuff. DJ Styles and team, and they were here I saw them in studio on Friday night, and amazing people. And I think it's just artists and Kenyans, urban Kenyans, just try to say we have come of age and we've seen all these bikers and guys doing skating and all that. There's a lot of all kind of fun in town now, and so.
All right.
First time I think it's all there. Kalasha story there.
My brother is really into bikes. He would have been into that kind of event if he was around.
You don't like speed yourself?
I do. Really do. But not bikes.
Good speed,
really.
not bikes.
Special feature on page 17, Kalasha's Clashes.
Yes.
The film industry's foremost award ceremony seems to be rocked in controversy over issues raised by some stakeholders.
Well, can I leave that for the guys? Kalasha is coming in. Kalasha is coming. Nominations have been done, and all. But guys, grab the copy and see what guys are saying about Kalasha and the years that we've gone through with Kalasha and why things don't seem to be changing.
Finally,
at this point.
overheard God, and that is Semilango, joins Mathare politics. So he's going to be vying.
Yes, he's going to be vying.
In the by-election.
It's been a lot of speculations. If this guy, and we just know the other day, he was the boss in Youth Fund Enterprise Fund the other day, and he was fired for that matter, for lack of a better word. And then he says, I'm going into politics now, and I have the numbers for that. And that is a question of, let's see what the people decide of Mathare and all that. But we're talking about Sabi and Hassan again, a story we talked about some few weeks ago. If these guys are dating, do you remember the beautiful girl from Tanzania who was on this page? And she says, I've been married before I divorced, and now I am free to in charge or all that.
First, this story here, TV girl, you guys are very unfair to people.
Is it because you're a TV girl?
I'm Sophia. I happen to work.
Yes. Accused of breaking up family.
Yeah.
And I like the way this guy would put the words. She's been in situations like that. She's been seen and dating celebrities and high-profile men, and now this woman would accuse her for, well, you're trying to interfere with my family. You know, I don't know.
Is the man participating in this alleged trying to break the family?
Sometimes it is a man. Sometimes it's not the woman. So why is he encouraging
guns
all
are
that?
trained sometimes on the wrong people.
Well,
and I'm not defending anyone. actions. I think everybody needs
It
to
is
take
just the pulse of a heart.
pulse of a heart, and of course more stories there for you. Do you have a music break before we go to
The soft part of
there is that part to Sophia. It's a beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful song. I know
Right.
they played in weddings a lot, but hey, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
So to this shocking headline, yes, I know. And by the way, stand by, guys, because in the next few moments we'll have Fena in studio with us. She'll be performing. She has a new album out. We'll be talking to her. She'll be singing for us as well. So exciting interview coming
The
up.
wonderful Fena.
Yeah, phenomenal woman
Phenomenal.
she is. So do stand by for that coming up shortly. But first, to the Nairobian.
Yes.
The most popular.
Giving you news that you won't get anywhere else, ever.
Friday, this thing goes like hot cake.
It's a hot cake in town, I mean.
Hot cake, I tell you.
The new baby, but the hottest baby in town.
The hottest baby, I tell
There
you.
we go, the Nairobi.
So this this nut fathered my two. Okay, that
The
way.
nut fathered my two kids.
kids.
There goes the headline.
So there's a court drama that's happening, and woman claims MCA fired her children because politician has one testicle.
You said that with a little bit shy
Just like her son.
word, but going to page 10 of it, and
Yes.
that's what the story is. This MCA, and they give details of this, a story from Nakuru,
Yes.
from one Vincent, with every detail about this lady, talking about this MCA, who now, she says, quote, this nut, baby. What do you make of it?
When a woman called somebody she had kids with, and I guess consensually so,
Whoa.
a nut, let's just say there are deep underlying issues there that people should grab themselves a copy of the Nairobian and read more.
Get a shot on it, but let me give something away from it. A
Yes.
beautiful story, and yes, that people should just get the Nairobian. I know it's out the stores and all that, but just she says the reality is he's my husband and the father of my children. The physical defects my firstborn has is what made him accept the child, and is what you just called something a minute ago. So
Because those are
that's the
two
proof and
babies.
all
Those round one, then
Yes.
there was round two.
that. Round two.
Yes.
So she says the
So now he's
defect
become a
of the
nut.
firstborn is the DNA
of the second.
of this thing. So yes.
But now, why is... Okay, she bashes him and saying all these things about him that really the world should not know, the one T thing.
Yes.
She was with him and loved him with that one thing, so...
It's true, and you know,
Why
and we were
why
asking
paint that
this
picture?
last week,
Yeah.
a series of stories this, and this happens around our societies, that it's only that, and I was asking last week, did this start happening or was it happening? We said, yeah, it's only that it wasn't given the right platforms for it to exist, and now we are seeing so many of such stories, and the question is, oh yeah, women have issues with men out there, and now Nairobi is
And
bringing
men
them
have
out,
issues.
and men have issues
Hey, yes, with women.
women.
Yes.
Yes.
Equal society. But what's usually amazing when relationships break up and relationships go sour, how some parties will come out, one and start, mudslinging the
Whoa.
former partner, and you're like, you were with that person,
Somebody would ask,
Now you're coming and calling them whatever you call
when
them.
things were so rosy
Good,
and
yeah,
all that,
so-
you never told us. Now things are bad
Yeah, it's always
You
good to
want to-
hold your tongue when things are...
and all that. I want
I've
to take you
gone
to your
south.
favorite page again, page
I
2.
know, page 2 is my favorite.
Yeah, with sailors.
So I don't agree with the number one.
What is
But
that?
maybe it's bad for a man.
I don't think it's a good
so
thing
it's
for a
unmanly
man.
habits that disgrace us all.
Yes.
Oh, so this is men. Okay, I thought it was women because a woman is sucking.
This is a man, and you're talking about men a man should not be found doing.
Yeah, so
which
a man,
annoy
it's
people,
true.
which annoy
I
women.
cannot imagine a man
Yes.
sucking a lollipop.
Why not?
It's just true. It's just
A
wrong.
man having sodas in pubs.
That's all right. He's a good man. He's a
Yes.
sober man. In quotes, that
Yes.
one. Yeah.
Like the all night, this guy needs a crate of soda.
Yep.
And just sit down there and just drink Fanta the all night.
A man who's glued to wedding shows.
Yes.
He's planning for his wedding. He's trying to get ideas, people. Huh?
No,
Love
wait a
is
minute. A man
bright.
glued to wedding shows Sunday evening or Saturday
Oh,
evening
yeah.
when other men are watching football.
Yes, he's thinking about his
Okay.
wife wants a beautiful wedding and he wants to get all the,
Look at number
latest
4 there.
trends.
A man who's queuing for hot dogs.
That's not bad. That's fine.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, hot dog.
Would that be your kind of man?
Well, using silly smileys, this is across the board, even for women, especially with WhatsApp. I mean,
you know what?
Some guys just
on this
go
one, I'm
on
silent. You may disagree as much as you want.
What?
But I don't know if that's your man. Hitting a woman.
No, that of course
That's
is by far the worst. I mean, even just legally, that is unlawful. Legally speaking,
Yeah, discussing
it's
fashion.
wrong. Discussing fashion. I mean, you can talk about fashion,
Whoa.
don't you?
Not like discussing like this is the in thing. Like let's talk about this. Men talk about developments, housing projects.
No, there's special. There's a special
Good
breed that has got good taste in fashion and does not shy away from talking about it.
But I think
Good
what
for
Silas is
them.
trying to bring out is not the thing that a man would be found in a discussion really. Like we center on this discussion on fashion and stuff and all that, unless it's a critique moment. Men talk about real money stuff
Oh,
most
please.
of the time.
Even women.
I don't
Talk
say no.
about-
Even in Chamas, yeah, I know you'd be talking about development.
And fashion. Page 3, Beauty and the Ink.
Yeah.
Sort of two etched on the right place is a sexy testament of boldness and individuality as well. And of late, I've seen quite a number of
So many
outrageous
tattoos. Wow.
tattoos or interesting ones that are directed in different places, but to each their own. I think it's an expression of yourself in whatever it is you feel and excites you and means a lot to you or is sexy to you.
It's also big business in town right now. Tattoos.
Do you
and
have a
all that.
tattoo?
No, and I'm not planning to have one anytime soon. Yeah, cool. There was this girl who tattooed herself all over her body, the name of her boyfriend.
Oy,
And then
those are the no-nos.
another guy showed up and she tried to plaster it with something else. And so you can imagine.
Yeah, no matter
You don't
how in
want to
love
go-
you are today, honey, please
Yes.
leave the name out of your body.
So what do you put? Like, what do you have?
What do I have?
Tattoos.
Hey, read more on Beauty
Leave the
and
name
the
out,
Ink.
guys. That's
Yeah,
what's
leave the
off.
name out. There are no-nos, I think, with tattoos. The names of boyfriends and girlfriends, people
be
who
left.
are likely to be replaced
Yeah.
or to be exed.
No, the spur of the moment just tells you this is it. So let's do this.
That mostly is with the younger girls, I
Oh.
think, and the obsessed peeps who just.
So when you grow old,
And you think that's how to
and
express your
your
love.
child probably is asking you, "Mommy, what was that again?" And so you're thinking,
Yeah,
"Wow,
but hey.
okay." But go play.
So slow down, teacher. You have come too much. Capital News on page 4. Parents beware. You have sex pests in schools. And they're there in their thousands. And they're after both your girls and boys
Yes.
as well. So the teachers out there looking at the students in class as potential.
Friends.
Yes,
You know,
which is
influence. And
sad.
David Odongo just captures that story very well. And it's so sad that as a story, the side bit of it talks about how even parents would keep these side things for themselves because they're afraid that their kids would be exposed to ridicule and all that. So it's a sad story.
It is.
But that's happening. But good information for all to capture.
Okay, page 9 has a city CEO who was hit with a wine glass at a top hotel in Westlands.
And this is what you were talking about a minute ago.
That's drama right there.
That's drama right now. And this happened over the weekend at Mara and the writer captures at Sankara, where these guys were, and he talks about this super sport Kenya guy and this CEO of another good friend of ours. And then he's hit with a glass. So you're just having fun and a glass is coming your way. or something. Sad.
Is it?
It's for the people to see what they are fighting about.
Yeah, read about
What the war was all about.
What they
And
were
again, a
fighting
story down there, West Africa wants to kill me. A woman
Oh.
says, you know that?
Who is the
Another
woman?
sort of friendship business gone sour. Another scoop
No, people should
by
just
the
not
Nairobian.
get themselves into shady dealings.
That's
I
it.
tried hard to kill myself 5 times is a news feature on page 12. A man here, Joe Karanja, however, says due to his poor eyesight, I knocked down the cup on the table and spilled the poison, which would have killed me in minutes.
Moving on.
Alrighty.
moving on. I was just on page 14 right there,
Yes.
and sex workers ban is on, but we have this guy who's going to talk about sex and why we should legalize sex
Work.
in the city.
Prostitution.
Yes, we know the law doesn't allow this happen, but the fella in the middle of it says, why not? This is business, and these girls are having a living or making a living out of what they do. And there we are with James Mwangi.
So they have quite a substantial number of supporters in Nairobi County Assembly as they debate on commercial sex motion showed. But also on the other page, more on the prostitutes, other than the wildebeest migration, there's a migration for the prostitutes to Mara. They have begun to move.
They began to move. They move
They're going
everywhere it's happening. I don't know who informs them. They have a
when
chama.
there's a big harvest, they'll move like Kericho and all. When there's all that tea.
Kericho, and then Eldoret, when there's another big harvest.
Yes.
And
I
then
remember
now
there's a time I
Mara.
watched a story about, and
It's
then
like they have a whole calendar. They are very organized guys.
Yes, they know where it's hot.
Happening.
Where
So
the
when
man is at.
Machakos, Masaku 7 is happening, so there's another
You were telling me Masaku is gotten
it's
a lot
fully
of people,
booked, now, so question is, so who has booked? Probably it's
See the
migration
funds.
time.
No.
For all these
No,
guys,
the
but
migration peeps don't book, honey. I don't think they can afford that.
They do, trust you.
Okay, maybe they can. Take back my comments.
You have to be so sure that you have a saver board when migrating happens.
Oh, Pokelo.
Yes.
7,000 shillings beauty package. That's on page 19. Did they ever get to have their holiday with that man? What is his name? The one she was dating in the Big Brother house?
No, I don't think that happened.
The last I saw in the Pulse, I think,
Yes,
we were complaining that Big Brother had not delivered on their...
this.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know why, but with the travel advisory and all that, again, I believe
Well, at the
all
time,
these guys
since
probably
Big
having
Brother,
a
they
good
have not been
excuse.
travel advisories.
Big Brother is coming in September, so
Oh, yeah?
I think before then
Auditions are
something
on?
should happen. But these guys, the last story we got like 3 weeks ago is that they're really in love, and this guy proposed to her.
They're still together.
They're still together and bowling.
What is his name, the guy? It's
I try to
Pokelo
remember.
and,
I just know it's a Ghana affair with Amara. And this guy went down on one knee and proposed to her, and she said, okay, do it.
And she dumped her
out there.
boyfriend while on the show, like chose this guy.
She did that, and again, the controversy is after this guy proposed to her, another girl comes out and says, this man is mine. So let's discuss this thing first. We need to talk.
Who do you think will represent Kenya this time?
It's a
in
long
Big
way
Brother?
because, again, we don't know what the team is all about. The applications are yet to start, rolling. And so if we get a team like last time was socialites and all that craze, probably they will just pick the TV girl, the radio girl, the showbiz guy. Probably you'll find yourself in the Big Brother house.
Me?
And we will see the full other side of
Never. Page 23 has several stories for you. That's Kate McKay. There's a story I was looking at here. Oh, okay. You have Amani. So
Yes.
she's saying she's not pregnant.
Yes.
And this is because you guys thought she was pregnant because she'd added weight.
Yes.
This is so sad. When men add weight, why don't you ask them if they're pregnant?
I mean, Kate is just making things right. I mean, being good. She's not pregnant, and she says I'm not pregnant. It's not a bad thing to be pregnant again when you have a stable boyfriend like Amani has now. And so yes, she says I'm not pregnant.
She does.
So that's it.
When she came to the show, she didn't want to talk about that. So she has a boyfriend.
Probably you need to invite her again. Things happen very fast.
She
in the
said my
showbiz
personal
world.
life, no, so respect
Sometimes
that.
it's very personal, but sometimes you just say, well, it is the right time for me to do this. And I think Amani is a very strategic showbiz girl who just keeps her very private life and social life away from music and stuff, which is very good.
Which is good.
But I think
focus on
if you'd invite her here, she would talk about her boyfriend. Probably just think
No,
about
she
it
would
again.
not. She came recently.
Probably she
When
come
there
with
was
him.
that the whatever night, the Pulse night, the ladies' night at Carnival, and she said,
It's
But
not
yeah, I think she looks lovely though.
Yes.
And she did even when she came.
Yeah.
Raila Junior Dison's fake Brazil photo. So he's in Brazil.
Well, it's a
Or
fake
it's a
Brazil
fake photo of
for
him
the
in
marriage.
Brazil.
Says, it's not me.
He's not in
Guys
Brazil.
are just drawing me. This is not my picture.
They are
I didn't
photoshopping
post
him.
Nothing.
Okay.
They're in a big party at the MCSK CEOs, a place which again you missed after a big charity day out on Saturday. Yeah, and I also visited this one.
You did?
And it was a good time with this great man called Maurice.
I don't know if you have this page, but page 28.
What do you mean you have that page? I should be having every page.
No, I mean I recorded for our viewers to see it as well.
Well.
Okay, it's just the guy that looks good. But the story is about enters pornosexual man, exit the metrosexual. Before men needed money, intellect and wit, now it seems they just need good bodies and sex appeal. Reminds me of the the J-Lo song, A Liar Puppy.
Wow.
And changing the tables. And clearly even for some men, they realized, even them, they just flaunt it.
I don't think personally as a man,
going for them.
This story, I would understand it as a man. I think.
What do you mean you
the ladies would
understand it?
understand watching and looking at this muscle kind of a guy. I don't think I would have a minute on it.
Lord.
Look at you now, and I think again that's why Sauti Sol, who are in the picture there, and talks about why guys are watching their YouTube video and all that, and they're getting the hit and all that. It's because of the body again, and so who is watching again? But again for them, like they came out saying we wanted to prove that we are men, and so question would have been again, was there a question that they were not men? And yes, people are questioning them quite some time if these guys are straight. And I think they were just making a statement, and I think that's what nobody told us so far, that they were just saying, yeah, we are men.
You know, I was about to engage you on some very
but there you go.
But,
I think a very good presentation for the ladies.
They look good.
Some scenes.
Which
I choose to
read more about that. It's interesting, you know.
Yes.
That should the article. It's interesting what they've written. One jacket, 6 trendy looks is a way to, this cold weather.
That's one.
Mix it up. So the fashion has for you those trends. I like how she's been able to mix and match it. Looks lovely.
It's beautiful.
So what are you up to this weekend?
It's beautiful.
And there's a beautiful mint fresh how Tomboya bid his dear bottle goodbye.
Many good stories, and I was just talking about Cheron, another girl who is 500 meters star, profile at the back, and many other good stories.
Yeah.
Saying, you know, when our athletes would say, well, by the standards of showbiz and fashion and all that, they would not come out looking like the money they have, and a very beautiful story about Cherono there, just looking apart and just keeping her life so sweet, looking as young as she would be as she shows the money. Talking about the weekend.
Yeah, what are you up to?
Oh, football is still on, so I'm keeping it.
What team anyway are you supporting?
And all that.
What team are you supporting? World Cup?
And not African team, so somebody will take offense out of that.
No one will take offense. It's okay. Which team are you supporting?
I'll stay with the Dutch guys. I'm sticking with those guys.
You're not one of the Spain peeps.
That's too pain.
It's painful.
Too much pain.
It's
too much
painful.
pain.
It's painful.
And those guys already were home, so why would I think about them?
They're not at home, but they're heading home.
They're heading home.
So disastrous what happened to them.
I'll stay with the guys who are on flight like this. So you know who is on flight like this. The Dutch guys.
I'm going to declare who I'm supporting.
Declare.
Not now. The final games, I'll let everybody know.
That is not a bet. That is just...
No,
you're just taking advantage of
No. I'm going to say it then. Thanks for joining us, men. It's been real. Enjoy your
weekend.
weekend.
Do the dance for guys.
I will after we return from break. Remember, Fana is with us, as I said earlier. She's going to be joining us in studio in the next few minutes. She'll sing for us, and we'll talk about her music, a new album she has. Launched it last month, so we'll talk about that and some of the tours. She's been to London, performing in a great conference. She'll talk to us about that as well. And remember, for you KTN viewers, tonight, big one. You must stay tuned to KTN because at 7 p.m. Something new is coming your way, something fresh. It is, we are home. This is home where your heart belongs. KTN.
Something new is coming to KTN.
It is coming, so stay tuned.
Yes.
7 p.m. people. It's a big one tonight, so don't miss that. We take a short break. We're back in a moment.